Welcome back, everybody. Today is day 18 of our health accountability journey. I'm the accountability doc, and I'm here to get you healthier. Today, I want to talk about how eating a high fiber diet can help you lose a lot of weight. But before we get into that, let's talk about your health journey. Have you been eating your fiber? Did you get enough? For those that are new here, for women, we recommend 25 grams of fiber a day and men 38. It's not easy because most Americans don't do it, but I'm here to push you to make sure that you get your fiber. Maybe eat a little less processed foods and get in a little bit of exercise so that your body will thank you. So today, I want to talk about how you can trick your body into losing weight. When you're eating a high fiber diet, it's one effective hack for weight loss because it actually changes kind of the physics of how you eat and your body's chemistry of how you process energy. It's not about burning fat. It's not about exercising more directly and losing that weight with activity. It's about managing hunger and your hunger hormones. So here's the science behind why it works. So number one, let's talk about the bulk factor. We're talking about stretching your stomach. When you're eating a diet with high fiber, the fiber foods will add volume, so that expands your stomach, and it doesn't necessarily add more calories. So your stomach has these stretch receptors. It signals your brain when you're full. So again, when you're eating more volume, it will stretch your stomach and then send those signals to your brain saying, hey, we're getting full here, you don't have to eat more. Because high fiber foods like broccoli or beans, they're physically bulky. They will stretch those stretch receptors in your stomach faster than low fiber foods. Let's compare that to white bread or candy, for example. That stuff will just dissolve into nothing and does not stretch your stomach. Whereas something like whole wheat bread, it's physically bigger and it'll take more space in your stomach. And so the result is you'll physically feel more full, more stuffed. And when you're stuffed, it's like, oh, I don't want to eat more because I already feel distended. And so if you get that naturally, you'll naturally eat less calories. Now, 2, let's talk about slowing your gastric emptying. So think of fiber as, again, a speed bump for your digestion. Soluble fiber turns into a gel in your stomach, and this slows down the rate at which food leaves your stomach to go to the small intestines. Again, because you're eating a high fiber meal, you'll get a bigger stomach, and that digestion in your stomach will take longer. So you'll stay fuller for 2 to 4 hours, potentially, after a meal. And that means you're not going to be hungry right away after eating. And it prevents you from snacking after a meal. You know, when you're eating something with refined carbs, white bread, you might get hungry after 2 hours or so, and then you might snack again before the next meal. But if you don't feel hungry because that slowing of that digestive process happens, then again, you're not going to snack, you're going to have less calories. And then 3, let's talk about insulin. Weight loss is really regulated by your hormone insulin. Insulin tells your body to store fat. So when you eat something, your body will create insulin, take that energy, and then create fat so that your body can use it for energy later on. However, when you eat foods with fiber, it takes longer to break down that high fiber foods. And so it slows down the absorption of sugar going into your bloodstream and prevents a sugar spike. So if you're eating a piece of white bread, your body is going to break down that white bread very quickly and then absorb all that sugar, and then your blood sugar levels will go shooting up. Now, compare that to a piece of wheat whole grain bread. Your body takes longer to break down that bread. It can't break it down really quickly. And so that absorption of the sugar into your blood is going to be slower, and your sugars aren't going to spike really high right after a meal. And when you have lower glucose spikes, you have lower insulin levels. And when your insulin levels are low, you're telling your body not to store energy and make more fat. It improves your glucose response and actually lowers your risk of developing diabetes over a long period of time. So all of these factors, the stretch of your stomach making you feel fuller, the slowing release of all that food in your stomach to your intestines, and the slowing of sugar going up in your bloodstream helps you lose weight because it helps your insulin levels stay low and tells your body not to make more fat. All of these things occur from just eating a little bit of a better diet, a diet rich in fiber. It's not actively exercising more. It's just managing your hunger to trick your body into eating less and therefore eating less calories. So that's it for today. I hope you've been feeling great if you've been joining us on your fiber journey. I hope you've been feeling more energetic, having better sleep, noticing better skin, having all of these factors coming just from adding a little bit more fiber into our diet. For a quick recap, this morning I had a large breakfast sandwich with an avocado. That was 10 grams of fiber. For lunch today, I had some rice, beans, and a salad. That was about 15 grams of fiber. A lot of high-density foods there. And then for dinner, I'm doing a little bit of Asian food with rice, vegetables, and some pork. So all in all, that's about like 35 so far. Finishing it off with some Metamucil, fiber gummies, and some fruit, as always. So easily doing over 40. It's been good. I've been feeling great. I've been feeling less sick too, which has been awesome. More energy, better sleep, and I've been noticing some better skin. That's just me so far. Let's see how we feel as we get to day 30. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. Look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.